Hello everybody and welcome to episode 39 in my Carthaginian campaign let's play for Imperator Rome's 1.3 Livy update. Now, apologies for a gap in uploads. Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord came out and that game just kind of consumed my life as I was trying to make a video for it. Video's out now. I'm really happy with it actually, but it was a long video that took a very long amount of time. And like I said, I just got so bogged down in it, I didn't really get to do much else. But we're back in the Carthaginian Empire and the seat of power as Boots Barca the Egyptian reigning over the almost complete Mediterranean coastline empire that we are forming. So, in order to get the next sea in the list of 7 seas that we're trying to get before the endgame, we're going to have to go for the Mare Adriaticum. That's the one we've been working on. We just took a few other Illyrian tribes out here, but the Dalmatiae still survive. Now, they might seem like a pretty inconsequential, insignificant little tribe that is basically just going to be steamrolled over for us to get this sea, and they kind of are, except for the fact that they are a subject of Dardania, which means we can't piece them out separately. We got to take out Dardania, or at least get Dardania to agree to let us take them out. Now, Dardania are allied then with Rome, Odrysia, Triballia, and Tergite, as well as a few others, I think. So we might end up opening up a massive war front on kind of like, I guess, in Thrace. So we're going to have to be preparing for that. So at the moment, I'm moving 200,000 men on this ship around the Peloponnese, through the Aegean, and going to land up here at Thrace to prepare for that. We're also preparing the armies at Dalmatiae to be on both sides of it, so we can just kind of go in there and crush them pretty quick. And as a result of all this expansion, we're also dealing and reeling from the aggressive expansion that we've accumulated. We have wrong culture happiness. You know, people of a wrong culture in our empire are now 50% unhappy, are getting a big debuff to that. And as a result, they're working less efficiently. They're causing all this unrest. They're lowering province loyalty. We're making less money because of it. It's a real cascading effect. I think it's a total of something like 35% of our entire population are now suffering from that. So a third of our population, effectively, are now getting that massive 50% debuff. So that's a huge amount, and it's starting to have an effect on us. So what we're going to be doing is getting Boots now, who's he's unwell. He's got cancer. I think by now he probably knows about it. And he's certainly feeling its effects. He's not as good at martial. He's not as good at anything anymore. But he's going to go on a journey. Now he's going to kind of retire from the military life. He's set up everything for everyone to kind of execute the plan and get in position for Dalmatiae and the oncoming resistance that's going to be coming from Odrysia. But he's going to go get on the ships and go around the empire, visiting his holdings that he's conquered, including Crete, Cyprus, and the delta of the Nile. And basically enact Anabasis, which is sort of royal visitations to kind of increase the province loyalty for about a year, I think. So the reason that we're doing that is because these places are some of the highest densely populated places that are actually losing loyalty right now. So it's pretty good to go visit them first, and that way we can kind of curtail the rebellion that may end up happening should we just keep pushing the aggressive expansion all the time. We're certainly losing province loyalty now in most places, and you can kind of get ahead of it a little bit, but then suddenly, like, these are all at 80 or 90%, whatever, they're fine, 60, 70. They're all kind of lowering at the same rate. So eventually, when they all kind of suddenly hit below 30%, we may only have a 1% rebellious kind of province right now, but that's going to then scale up so fast when they all start going rebellious all around the same time, when they start lowering that down. So it's kind of interesting. We just kind of have to, like, flatten the curve, as they say. We don't want them to all hit at once. We want to spread it out. So we're going to try and raise some province loyalty as we can. Now, it costs us 15 influence to do so. Now, you might be noticing, eagle-eyed viewers, and if you've really been just paying attention, or if you just happen to watch straight after the last episode, I've spent a good amount of influence. It's because I'm actually founding a city now at Alexandria, and I'm building a road network to it. The reason I'm doing this is actually because I want to colonize this area right here, just to get it. And well, not the only way, but the best way I can think of doing it, other than just laboriously moving pops all the time, is to found a city right here. This should have pretty high migration attraction, I think, because it's got a port. There's lots of ports in the actual territory. There's lots of pops in the territory, and then if we build a road to it, that also helps. So incoming migration should, like, really, really scale up, and it should be from all over our empire, I think. So hopefully we'll flood in with some Canaanites and Punics, and that way we can then kind of colonize out pretty quickly. Now, the only other thing as well then would be that I'm fabricating a claim on Corcyra, which is actually our tributary, but the only way I can integrate them basically is by taking them out. It's the quickest way to do it. And then Thinisset is being integrated right now. I think they're going to be done in about 6 years, which is actually kind of a long time considering their size. But Either way, that's just an ongoing thing. So I think that's pretty much everything I've covered. So like I said, in this episode, what we're going to be doing is gearing up for a war with Dalmatia, gearing up for a war against Dardania, which we're blocking the mountain pass and building forts, and then kind of gearing up for the war against Adrissia. I don't think we're going to be taking on Phrygia this time, unless they decide to actually go to war with me, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So let's let time play. So right now, I don't know if I mentioned it, but yeah, there's the 9 armies, the 200,000 men that are going around the Peloponnese, and then there's Boud's Barca, which is here, waiting for his troops to be delivered. And I'm building a road network all over the place, so we're actually going to be losing money for a bit until I lower the forts. There we go. So yeah, so I think, I didn't really realize, but our economy is just taking such a big hit from the fact that, I guess, everyone's so unhappy. The 30% of our population is, anyway, a third. These guys are meant to be not force marching, but they're meant to be on road duty. We want to get that Mediterranean coastline road network finished as well, so that's like another project. Alright, let's let time play. So the boats should be arriving down. They actually haven't been told to move yet, so we're going to drop off the troops there, so that way we have troops on both sides of the borders, and then we'll head down and pick up Boud's and send him around the empire. He can kind of live out his final days, I guess. His limited time left on this earth. Kind of, I guess, inspiring the masses and saying it's going to be alright. Even though we may have killed many, many, many of your family, your parents, your children. But don't worry. The wars are over. Almost. Is that... Oh, that's not him. That's the naval commander. Yeah, I was thinking for a second. It's Gelmelkart, who's actually really unwell himself. He's got dementia. God. Well, hopefully he knows where he's going. Right, we're going to head out to Cyprus first. That was one identified. I think I identified to be the... You got to be on the capital as well, actually, which is interesting. So we'll go around to Salamis. To be one of the ones with the highest population and lowest rapidly falling provincial loyalty. Now, as our aggressive expansion gets better, the ones that are kind of on the edge anyway will start to get better themselves. Okay. Our trade agreement with Tartessia has yielded a splendid return on investment, allowing the flow of wealth between our two states. The movement of people is accelerating. Our city of Nora has been blessed with a wave of fresh migrants who believe that they stand a better chance of building their lives in the Carthaginian Empire. Who are we to deny them? Strike the earth, and we get some citizens. Oh yeah, the other thing I did was... Did I do it? Yeah, I did. I transferred 2 cities. We had a city here that was belonging to the Inisubria, so I just wanted... Oh no, it's this one. Sorry, yeah, this one. So I just transferred that over, and there was a similar one over here. So basically just solidifying up our borders a little bit nicer for the provinces. Keeping them out of ours and keeping out of theirs, basically. Alright, I think everything's pretty good. We're just... Now we have the armies landed. Let's move them out, spread them out to these different areas. They're probably going to be consuming a lot of food. But we'll keep them on the forts. And then we'll probably go for that fort and that fort. I think as well, I looked at the map modes. Yeah, they have one here, here, and here. They actually don't have any here, so I might do a quick rush down, just take all this territory, leave an army there, just to make sure nothing appears there and takes it back. They're currently in a war already with these guys, Mysia Abraten. I kind of hope they don't take any more territory. I guess it might not be that bad if they take this, though. Little extra coastal stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Who knows who will win that. Alright, so do we have any more... So our risk of rebellion is 1%. It's not that bad. But like I said, they might just scale up rapidly when more and more people start becoming rebellious. Alright, Boud's is on his boats. And I didn't see who that was. That was the naval commander, actually, that we just looked at, the guy with dementia. So, let's change our escort. Don't want it to be this guy, he's disloyal. Can't put him in charge of anything. So we'll just go with Xanthippus Parmenid. Macedonian name, if I'm not mistaken. Great. Okay, so 69,000 there, 45,000, 16. So yeah, it's just... I imagine this place is going to be hurting for food for a while. But we're going to go to war pretty soon. That's why I'm still paying the armies. I don't plan on waiting. Oh, look, they're actually picking up mercenaries and sending them in for their ongoing war. That's Adrissia. They might be light on... Holy crap, 171? Jesus Christ. Damn, that does complicate things a bit. That does complicate things. Ionia is taking stuff from them. Ionia has this little settlement here, so again, might be beneficial to let them kind of play out that war while we wait for Boud's to arrive over in Cyprus. He's taking the heavy ships, which is kind of cool. like to think he's on one of those mega polyremes, and that's like his personal, one of his personal ships. So when is this city going to be done? It's about a third of the way done already. Great. And we're building the road network further out this way, which is why our money is falling so rapidly. But the income is actually coming up, so that's good. One of our armies lacks food. Okay, yeah, so these guys are hurting for food. We'll bring them back out. Standing in mountain passes and stuff, probably starving to death. Alright, so in terms of years, we have about 40, 50, 60 years to go before we'll just have to commit. Now what we could do here, because Ionia somehow is taking all this territory, is just wage a war in Ionia at the same time. And they'd bring in Misa Abritan, and we could just go for both. Because there's no way that I'm coming in here and I can't take everything. Ain't gonna happen. How's his daughter? She's 18, she's unmarried. Let's get her someone. So she's good at... I guess let's just find a good man for her. Himilco Barca, I love the name. Namesake to the first emperor. The tyrant, really. And he's a poet. He's a beautiful man. Now, they wouldn't make it very good at martial, but he might. Is he of the Barca family? Yep. Yeah, let's get him. Why not? Huldu Barca. Interesting name. Huldu Barca, Bomilkal Barca, who is married and has some kids already. And then we have Milkarim Barca, the heir-to-be, who's also had kids. He's had Abar Barca and Gamila Barca. Beautiful. The family prospers. And our oldest, our eldest, our firstborn, Sofonisba Barca, currently pregnant actually, has Baal Barca and Isabel Barca. Baal Hamun be praised. Alright, a little bit of trade. Alright, so he's arrived. Let's just head out to the province capital, which for some reason is out here, but I'm not going to pay to move it. Alright, Anabasis. So a common method of restoring faith in a regime involved lengthy tours around the satrapies or provinces constituting a realm. So they'll gain instantly 5 loyalty, and they'll gain 0.25. So currently this place is lacking 0.28. So it's a good one to do. And really stem the tide of that falling. So now it's only losing 0.03. So he's paid his little visit here to Salamis. He's going to head back, get on the boats to go down to the Delta and see if he can't inspire the people in denial. I guess you could say they are in denial. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, impatience is a virtue. We haven't given this guy a job, but he's old. I'm not worried about him. Not worried about him at all. Speaking of, actually, while we're here, maybe we could build a road network up along the coastline here as well. At least money's gaining right now. There's been a murder! He's 31 years old, Gizgo Hanid. He was the Mefkahid. The Mefakid. And a nephew of the governor of Cilicia. The investigators have reported that a heavy club was used in the crime. A device known to be favored by Bodo Waraka. However, we have no evidence, hard evidence, to link him to the crime. Well, hard evidence, I would say, is the... I mean, I guess so. Yeah, let all that know that we consider Bodo guilty. I don't even know who Bodo is. But he's 100% loyal, so fair enough. And we'll gain a little popularity for it. So the Mefakid. Are we lacking any scorned families? No. So this is going to be the guy that gives us a discipline, doesn't he? Something like that, I think. Or no, I think it reduces the mercenary cost. Well, anyway, we'll put Praxibola Zuxid in. Yeah, the mercenary cost is down. Great. Actually, thinking about it, we have so many mercenary armies that this is actually a very, very valuable thing. Probably more so than this. So this guy can move off. Adderball Gizgo. We're going to put Adderball Gizgo in here. Negative 6% to the army maintenance. And throw that guy back in. So they swap jobs. So he's the Mefakid now, and this guy's the Shomer. He's got such good statesmanship that's really useful to have this guy here. Because negative, what was it, 6%? Yeah, because so much of our army maintenance comes from mercenaries right now. It's crazy. So hopefully that helps just a teeny weensy bit. Apparently we're exporting a lot of stone. Wow, where's the stone coming from? Laconia, stone from Mauritania, grain from Syracuse. Take it all. We have a claim on our poor little Corsirans which I guess we could just walk down and wipe them out while we're here. Feels kind of pretty bad to do so. There's no stability hit from letting go of a tributary and just invading them, which I don't know why. I mean, there used to be. Oh no, there wasn't. I don't know if there is now. Holy crap, the trade is through the roof though. We're after just gaining a huge amount of money based off that. Yeah, stone. I don't know what it is about stone, but for some reason, stone is like becoming an insanely massive export. Alright, King Urketices offers friendship of the local power of Cunia. No. Oh no, our guy has gone bald. Just like his father before him, who went bald as well when he was in his 70s. 41,000. Holy shit. That's so much money. Anyway, he's arrived down at the Nile. He's in Alexandria. He's overseeing the city being kind of founded here. We could make it the capital, although I don't really want to spend the extra political influence to do it. We'll just instead visit Naucratis and do it there. Anabasis. Let's visit the place. So let's have a look before we do. It's losing 0.12 loyalty. So let's throw down the Anabasis and then go for another tour over this way to the western delta, central delta, which is also losing loyalty a bit more considerably. Untiring devotion. Philisaur Blasia is cultivating quite the reputation as a man of decency and honor. Such virtues give our citizens good reason to feel safe. Alright, a little bit more stability. 79 stability. Unprecedented times we live in. Unfulfilled promises, he's still unhappy. I don't care. A researcher is needed for Marshall. Sparadicus. It's a cool name. Let's get him in. It's not that good, but we'll get him in anyway. Do another Anabasis here. I love this. This is so cool. I never did this as like the Bosporan Kingdom. I wish I did. Sending our ruler on a tour before he like dies, basically. I think that's kind of a nice kind of thing we're doing. It's nice to see the roads have been built as well. It looks like they haven't been completed though. We must have run out of money while we were doing it, because this army was the one in charge of it. I had queued them up in between episodes. Oh, it might be because they went through Egyptian territory actually. Yeah, so I'll get them finishing that. So now I got to think of where we want to send them. We don't have much political influence left to raise much more loyalty. I mean, I guess we could do the full Delta sweep. So yeah, let's do it. So we'll head over to this town, Hierapolis. I mean, he is Boodsbarker the Egyptian, so this makes complete sense. And we've hit our next military tradition, which is Numidian Cavalry. The heavy cavalry cost goes down by 15%. The interior of Africa provides skilled riders, the likes of which our foes cannot match. Combined with our superior equipment, we can transform these nomadic warriors into fearsome heavy cavalry. Now, I was told before that it says cost reduced 15%. I believe that actually has to do with the upkeep as well. So let's see. 26166. Yeah, I mean, it was cheaper by 5, not that much, but it is cheaper, so I guess it is the upkeep as well. We don't have much heavy cavalry, so that's the reason why, I guess. So we could also go with now province loyalty modifier, or we could stick with discipline, because we're going to go to war. I think I'll go with discipline. It's a risk, though. I mean, it would be nice to have that 0.6. That does change things. But let's just go with the discipline. Because, yeah, we're going to open up this war real effing soon. In fact, let's get the pre-war music going, because I think we have everyone in place, don't we? Let me see. There we go. Alright. Grain. I don't mind giving the grain as long as it's not coming from Carthage, which I don't think it has been. No. We're gearing up for the war. So what's happened with the war out here? Phrygia. Oh, wow. I didn't expect that. Phrygia actually took them out. It was definitely Adrissia who were at war. Okay, Phrygia is getting thicker. Phrygia are getting thicker. All right. Let's see what the circumstances are. So, Dardania still can call in Adrissia, Rome, Tribalia, Saldensia, Caucasensia, Serdia, and Tirgate. They might not call any of them in, but they most likely will. Yeah, screw the road. We'll get that done later. Let's just get up there now. And once that army's in place, then we are good to go. Unrivaled wealth since the passing of Milkiton Blosii, who looks so bad. What age did he die at? 74. This guy is kind of claiming his stuff. You know what? Just pass it around. What about the children? Yeah, give it to the children, should we? Nah, just pass it around to everybody. It's my favorite option. Died from the advanced stages of venereal disease, Batnawam Barca. He's general of the Barca's second. I do remember him, actually. Alright. I think we're good to go. We're just waiting for this army to get in position. Basilis offers friendship of Corcyra. Don't need their friendship. In fact, that did remind me. That was your undoing right there. So we need to cancel the tribute. Wait 1 month. And then declare a war on them. Which will hopefully be pretty quick. 26th of November. Yep, there's no stability hit from this. I'm very sorry, Corcyra. You've been such a loyal tribute. One of our first. We first got that tribute for a little bit of history. I want to say we got the tribute. By the way, I could get rid of all these forts to save money if I wanted to. There's nothing coming for Italy now. Let's be real. But anyways, we first got them as a tribute when we got called into a proxy war against Epirus. As by, I think, someone over here, Messapia. And as we were doing really good, and I believe it was Boods Barca, the original, I want to say, who went over there and became known as the Helen. And we got these guys as a tribute out of that war. So anyway, just a bit of history there, but they're coming to an end today. Which apparently, imagine if we didn't win. The neglected. So, utterly tired of waiting for this guy's promised role in government, he has been quietly whispering in the ear of one of our closest confidants, and this is the current Rofet. I don't care. Do it if you want. It's not going to do anything. You're not going to beat me. Wow, we did not do too well in that battle, really, but we have won. It's not the end of the world. Alright, and then we'll just siege it down, and that should be it for them. Okay, let's commit to the war. So, let's change our Shomer to Bommelkal Barca. Actually, I mean, if I give it to this guy, he'll be pretty happy. So let's just do that. He should gain a bunch of loyalty. He might even give us a bunch of money, depending on if he's happy or not. Alright, let's go. I've been waiting around long enough. Declare war on Dalmatia. To take Dalmatia, and Dardania will become the enemy war leader. And then if we give it a month, Dardania might call in Adrisia. I'm expecting them to. And we're going to push down this way first and try to hold our forts. And there we go. They're at war. It's only them so far. We'll see if Tirgite or Tribalia get called in. Rome aren't called in either. Alright, let's go. So these guys are actually coming out to fight me. Brave. Let's start pushing. Yep, not much to do. Alright, great. So let's do our Anabasis down here. Raise the loyalty. So the loyalty here is going up now. Loyalty's going up there. It will be going up here after the next month tick, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe just hovering on the edge. And then Boods, I guess we'll have to go around to somewhere else that's unhappy. These guys are all loving life out there. I guess because of the culture of being Levantine. We can head up here and give them a boost to loyalty immediately. They're currently in a disloyal province. Wouldn't really mind doing that. So let's head up there. Alright, we're lacking a commander on the Barca's army because of the guy that died. Bommelkal Barca. Only 5 marshal. Our commanders aren't the best now. Getting a little hairy out there. Where's our big fleet? It's stationed up here. So we'll station it just at the Isthmus. Crossing point. Hellespont, sorry. Yeah, Hellespont. Hopefully catch anything that does move between the two. We're victorious out here. Nice. Should be pretty straightforward, really, I think, these guys. We're victorious there as well. Good stuff. One's going to run behind enemy lines. We're just going to push in. And then we just have to siege their forts down. And that's basically it. And Corcyra don't have enough to actually take our sieges. Or take our cities. Forts. In sieges. And we're sieging them. So they should be wrapped up pretty quick. Alright, so now that we're at war with these guys, and it doesn't look like there's anything too extreme on our borders, let's start pushing in. It's pretty much everything we have. Like I said, I'm just going to go straight down, take all of this area first, It's unfortunate there's a discrepancy between the two, you know, borders. The darker yellow is Adrissia, and the brighter yellow is Phrygia. We're not at war with Phrygia. So it's just this area I want to get first, and then push up, and we'll go straight for the forts then. Actually, you know what? While we're here, let's start working on one of the forts. I feel confident that we can manage it. Alright. The coming of the city of Alexandria. Nice. Okay, so we did destroy Alexandria, but we've reformed it now. I'll be looking for it. That's what I wanted to see. Holy shit. Wow, way more than I even thought. So what do we got? Canaanite Macedonians, Canaanite Punic, Hellenic Punic, Canaanite Phoenician, Punic, Canaanite. Excellent. Great. So that'll help us really quickly be able to then just colonize this later. And there's 7 build slots here. Wow. So let's just go temples out of our minds to convert as many people as we can. All temples. Just want the religion converting first. Great. I gotta switch to the war music, actually. Sorry. As now we're about to do battle. Oh. That's a lot. Alright, just fall back out of there then. You don't have to worry about it. Stay in our own forts. While we wrap these guys up. We can't piece these guys out though, so that's really never going to end. Oh, and they actually blocked me crossing here. That's funny. I might get the smaller fleet to come up and help that then. Although these guys are slow, so I guess like... really shouldn't have everything in just one fleet, but I'll get this fleet to come up and deal with it. It'll take them a while to get up there. Doesn't really matter. At the same time, we're still sieging the forts down, so no big deal. Great. Alright, good. So battles after occurring there. I thought we told them to move out of that, but apparently not. Yeah, looks like we're going to lose that one. Damn, that's a shame. Just fall back for a sec. It's not a big deal. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Crisis in Phrygia. Let's hope they fall to chaos. And meanwhile, we have 110,000 down here doing their thing. But like I said, I want to work from the bottom up. So let's just do that. I have no doubt that we'll be able to hold what we need to here. So Boods Barca. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, obviously he's just our leader. Balhano Balhanid became a conqueror because of his victory here, where we killed 19,000 and we lost 10,000. So 2-to-1 numbers there. They do have a lot coming in. It's our territory, though. God. I mean, our fort. Not a good start, I mean, if I'll be honest. They're just bringing so much in. I guess I'll have to pull out as soon as I get this army involved. Yeah, 60 versus 100,000. Jesus Christ, the Adrissi are huge. Now, we're also at war with Dardania. So start pushing in that way. Alright, and meanwhile, Boods himself is marching north to enact Anabasis up here one last time. Peace in Judea. Oh yeah. So reports from the province of Judea seem to indicate that the underground separatist movements in Judea have fizzled out since the integration of many Jews into the Canaanite religion. A mix of luck and conversions have successfully transformed a region with centuries of separatist tradition into merely a diverse province, comparable with any other in the Carthaginian Empire. And to think we were afraid of the people of Judea's front. Okay. Well, there you go. Integration. Good to hear. Gonna start lowering some of the forts now, just to save on that money, because we got way too many around here. Especially in Italy. So let me just pack up a few of these forts. And then in between episodes, I'll probably figure out what buildings need to go everywhere. Because the chances of getting attacked any of these places is just virtually zero. I should save a little bit of income as well. I mean, we're fine for money, really. I don't need to spend it on anything other than technologies, and our tech tree is almost full. Right, so let's move these guys. I'll let them heal up and then come back out. They'll be fine, I've no doubt. while we take all the territories here. We're making money off just raiding with our ships as well, which is nice. Okay, cool. Oh shit, the Corsarians came back, but looks like we'll take them out again. Only barely though, holy crap. Might come down with these guys just to ensure that we take that no problem. All we have to do is just take that one fort. We're victorious. The siege of Targurnia is won. Great. So let's just keep marching down that way. We can't cross over to the island though, because the crossing is blocked because of these 4 ships. There's nothing we can do there. Another battle, but looks like we'll win that one as well. Again, only barely. And now that they've... it's so frustrating, dude. Can I just buy these then? Offer refused. Damn it. That's so frustrating because they fought the battle. They're not exiled anymore, so they get to take territory. So yeah, we have to come down south and kill these guys. Until we take all their territories, including the ones that they've taken off me, we can't piece them out separately. So that's just a little frustrating. So yeah, just send everyone there, and we'll heal up and come back and retake our forts. And that's the entire southern bit taken. And then we'll just cross over and put all our weight on crossing the Hellespont. Man, Corsara have a lot of money. They're just sending over more troops all the time with mercenaries. It never ceases to amaze me, the mercenary spam in this game. Dalmatia with mercenaries up there. It's just crazy how the game is like this. I just don't get it. Anyways, I mean, I guess for balance reasons, it's actually fine in a way, because it gives me a challenge while I'm bigger. But it's just weird to see armies traveling all over the world. Adherbal Gizgo died age 65. He was the Mefked. Oh yeah. We'll need a better one. We'll need someone who's good in here. Damn. Don't really have anyone with any good statesmanship that's fit to be placed in there. I'm low on martial characters. It's going to raise our costs of mercenaries quite a lot by not putting someone in there who's really good. Alright, we're going to take the road network down south. Hit into these guys and kind of hopefully delete them, so to speak. These guys are getting their strength back. We'll have to head out to one of these forts though. Go for that one. I think we'll be able to win it. Alright, the armies are all together now. Let's cross over. $100,000 fighting like 10, so that's good. And now they're backing off a bit, which is nice to see as well. Have to go for that fort though. But we should be able to converge everyone at once. So let's just deselect one army and keep marching north. And that should be everything we need, I think. They do have a lot. It's kind of awesome actually, to be honest, all the 20 stacks. Dude, why are we going into fights with such little... Am I not paying the... With such little morale. We went into the fight with this much morale here. I don't know how theirs is so high. I know that like I'm on the hardest difficulty or whatever, but man, that's pretty rough. Alright, we defeated that army there, so we'll just siege the territory that we can. Alright, we beat them anyway, just the sheer numbers. Oh, maybe not. They keep filtering in more people. Siege of Corsara is won. Thank Jeebus. Alright, let's piece them out. That's over. So Corsara, the island of Corsara has fallen. We can move this army now east to join up the fights out there. Actually, no. We need to bring them up to Dardania. And the same with a couple of these armies. They need to go to Dardania. The cavalry will probably get there first, but I'm okay with that. How's the disloyal situation? That's okay. Still only 1% for loyalty of regions, so that's fine. Yeah, it looks like we're going to lose that fight again. Holy crap. I'm sure we're coming out of it with more damage than they have, generally. And if I go up to full army maintenance, we don't make any money. So I can't push it that hard. Not yet. Don't want to give up on it just yet. I'm just going to keep an eye on it for now. Want them to hold basically as long as they can. Somehow they're holding with 2 units. There we go. They only have 1 left now. Alright, we'll just fall back. Oh, I should have looked. But it said we killed 30,000 of them. I didn't quite see how many I lost. And that should delay for us to win. Yeah. And now that's a river they're crossing. They're crossing a river to get to me. But my morale is still kind of low. And we're not on forced march with anyone else. Strange. So the battle's going to take place... why can't I see when? 1st of February. Okay, perfect. Ah, we can't reorganize. We're in enemy territory. I was going to say if we get... Well, we will get a month tick, actually, which is good of morale. Alright, nice. So basically now, the goal is to be just put all the weight we can on Adrissia and work our way up. Because they need to be the ones pieced out first. And that's it. We haven't been... Yeah, Tirgite weren't added to this, so that's really good. That helps us out a lot. That would have been a real problem if they were. Alright. Tempted to bring over Boods. Pretty tempting anyway. I should bring him back to maybe Carthage. Just as a... I mean, he could literally just walk there, I suppose. Just so he can go retire in peace. But there is a road that leads all the way there uninterrupted. So he could just walk there. Visit all his provinces on the way. Amazing. Simply amazing. They don't have the tactic. They have way less discipline. It's just pure morale. That's like doing everything. We lost the siege up here. Shit. Oh, we'll get it back pretty quick. And we lost that siege as well. Holy crap. We're so close to winning, but I think they're going to get the extra 20,000 in. And they might turn the tide then. Although we still have a lot of men in the front line. Yeah, they just got their units now. Fresh units in. Fresh morale. And we're going to have to just replenish our own, really. Still protected by a line of forts, but it's just so frustrating. I'll definitely look at the numbers when we pull out of this one. Yeah, alright, let's pull out now. Go back to here. So we killed 43,000, we lost 22,000. If we look at the overall numbers, we've killed 200k, they've killed 90k. I mean, it's still quite a lot of losses, but we are doing 2-to-1 damage still. Or inflicting 2-to-1 casualties. I'm going to get him to force march. I'm tempted to see how long it takes him to get over to Carthage. So Bood's 8th, not just only cavalry, just a regular army, force marching all the way from Syria, basically Palestine, to Carthage, leaving on the 4th of April. Let's just say 1st of April. 666. We'll see how long it takes him to get home, if I can pay attention. Hopefully, I'm guessing they can't cross over with my ships there. That's my theory, anyway. And this area is pretty well occupied. This guy's coming in, though, so I have to take him out. Oh, and our ships won the naval battle, so we can cross over now. Take that last settlement. Not that it's really going to do anything. Damn, Dardania have an army up behind me there. Don't know how they managed that. I wonder, could my cav only kill them? Tempted to get a bit more cav only in this army. Start chasing things down that are annoying me like that. I'm gonna go for it anyway. See what happens. Let's just assault this so we can just take it. There we go. I'm gonna force march with all of these armies and move up. Alright. So hopefully we'll get there when the cavalry does. Meanwhile, our guys are just building back up. It seems like my ruler must have low martial. I mean, it's our boy, Boods. So I didn't think it was that bad. It was 6, wasn't it? Yeah, 6. So army morale recovery speed is just kind of low. Feels like it's taking a long time to build back up. We're victorious up here. Okay, no problem. And then we'll take that last bit of territory, which I think helps with our war goal, basically take Dalmatia. Alright, we killed those mercenaries. Bootsbarka, no longer importing from Crete. I did mean to visit Crete, actually. That's fine. Alright, how's it going? We're ready to push back out? I think we are. Let's go take our fort back. And we all have food, so that's all good. So we'll take that fort back. Once these guys level up a little bit, then we will... Not level up, get their morale back, then we'll put... Oh, nice. 8 Marshal. Ithobal Blasii. Love to see it. We're in need of these types. And then we'll take some forts and start pushing out. Damn, they're crossing over. Oh, no, they're not crossing over. Good. As long as we can just keep that stuff to ourselves, that's fine. Then we can just work on this area. We're actually just making money all the time off raiding the ports. Alright, so we actually did defeat them with just the cavalry. That's pretty good. So we're just going to hold that choke point fort then, I guess. So if I was to go Dalmatia and say, yeah, I want everything, we can't do it yet. So it's all about getting as much territory from Adrissia as possible and then piecing the other two out. Simple as that. We don't want anything from Dardania. We just need to keep them contained. So it's all just about taking what we can in here. Ah, shit. They got caught, didn't they? Let's help them out. 850 garrison in that fort. It's too big to assault. Oh, no, they managed to get away. So you just stop right where you are. Alright, let's turn off reorganization. We're up to like 100,000 with these guys, so they should be free to just keep pushing onto that fort. And then we're taking this one. Okay, cool. No problems. Where's our boy? So he's only just leaving Egypt now. Oh, there's actually no road here, so I guess it'll take a while until he gets to the road at Cyrene. I'll have to rebuild that, build a new one. Alright, let's go. Let's take these guys out. I doubt they have very much left. Yeah, their manpower is gone anyway, so that's good. And they obviously can't, seems like anyway they can't cross, which is nice. And then we'll just push out, take their 2 forts and just wrap them up, I guess. And I'll start splitting off some of my armies now that we're winning a bit more. Because we are quite heavily stacked, I think. How's our food actually on these guys? Turn off force march. I mean, there's no harm to me pushing in a little bit now. And there's our cavalry army. We're going to force march them all the way around. They should get over there pretty quick. Good. What is this? Dardania occupy that. That's fine. As long as it's not Dalmati, it doesn't matter what anyone occupies. Anos. Okay. Alright, I want to increase maintenance for a little bit, which increases our morale. And I basically think we should go out this way and wrap them up. So let's head out this way. While our guy works on our own fort. Yeah, so the plan is going to be to basically start splitting everyone off this army once we either take out a few groups or don't meet any resistance. Oh god, I feel like I get so bogged down in these battles, but oh well. Alright, good. So they're doing their thing. So everyone just split up right now real quick. And hopefully we won't get attacked. And then we'll just take all of this territory. Hopefully we'll be able to hold that fort. Our cavalry's rushing up in case they are needed. Yeah, and we're just carpet bombing basically this whole area. Just sweeping all over it right now. Alright, we won that battle up there. So we can go to their capital and go take it. That'll help with the war the war effort. Alright, cool. Let's get up there. You and you go that way. And then there's a fort out here we can start sieging. So maybe this 46,000 should head out there actually. So we just need to clean up this fort, that fort, that fort, and then there's 3 here. So there's actually, yeah, quite a few to go, but if we win these battles, we can start laying into them pretty quick. Because as we've seen many times, you know, once their numbers are just done, like, they're not going to be building back up. They don't have the manpower reserves that we have with our, like, 1 million manpower or whatever. So, they're putting up great fights, but hopefully it's in vain. Yeah, I'm going to split my guys up now. We're going to go for both those forts. This one and this one. And this fort is almost taken. We just wiped them, stack wiped them there somehow. I didn't quite see how. Probably because they just keep marching in for some reason. Just stack wiped them again. So that's another load gone. It's like they wanted to die for some reason. I don't know. Victorious again. So that was up at this fort. Alright, so these guys can all now break off and start sieging everything separately. 2 armies per fort, I think, is a good number. God, the UI. Alright, we'll leave it like that. So that's 2 on that, 2 on that, 2 on that, 1 on that. That siege has just been defeated, or won. And then these 3 maybe can go for that last capital fort. Oh, they can't get up there. Okay, fair enough. Oh, this one then. Can't get up there either. So just have to wait for that one to fall. Or we can just take the boats. Thinking about it. Or we could just get around there. Yep, so that is good. Loving it. Excellent. And they're going by pretty quick as well. It seems like the siege phase timer is ticking up faster than normal, which is nice. Alright. Excellent. Alright, so that's pretty much it, I think. It's just a waiting game now to take all of these forts. And we'll have to see how much aggressive expansion we get out of this. Our aggressive expansion has fallen quite considerably, which is pretty good. We have the Harvest of Val Hamun. The territory of Matar has seen a huge, surprising growth in their grain production this year. The yearly festival in honor of Val Hamun must have paid off, as he has clearly given the area his blessing. Our advisors wonder if it is better if we shared this bountiful blessing with the rest of our nation as well, while taking part in the gift. The gifts were the people of Matars, and it will stay there. Or, everybody gets national population growth. I love it. I don't know, actually. I've never thought about it, but do you grow population that isn't of your culture? Is that possible? Yeah, look at this. We're getting Canaanite Macedonian there. Maybe it's based on the dominant, whatever's dominant in the areas. Can't colonize this yet, but the conversion rate is up to 7.9% now, which is awesome. So that's just like, I don't know, not that long for 1 pop to convert. I don't know why I can't do the math on that. Just like a couple of years, I guess. It's actually, yeah, less than 2 years. Anyway, I don't know why I'm so slow right now. And then we have 2 more temples on the way. So we've already got 5 built. And then this flood of pops that are revisiting the previously destroyed Alexandria. Now, has our boy made it home? He has. He made it home. I didn't get to fully track when he got there, but he's home now. We left in April 666, so we're at least definitely home probably in a year, which is good. And he can retire in Carthage. He's sick. He's got cancer. Our second emperor. So the lineage is, if we want to follow it back just really quickly, his father, Himilco Barca, the first emperor. His mother, Mutenbal Barca, the mad tyrant. Her father, Himilco Barca, the Gaul, the first tyrant. So that's the kind of lineage of our monarchy, I guess you could say. So we're only 4 generations in, with our 5th on the way. He's got a bit of a gambling problem. He's actually losing health. What's your deal here? Depressed? He's got 2 kids. He's got his wife. Maybe not the greatest. Oh shit, she's unwell. Let's get her some treatment. Alright, let's hop on these boats and go for that fort. So all the forts are being sieged. I look forward to seeing this now, seeing how much territory we actually get. This siege has been won, just straight up. Can we keep going? We can, even though there is a fort next to us, but apparently we can just keep going anyway. This siege has just been won. Alright, well that's endgame for them then. And they have quite a lot around us right here. Our food is in low amounts, but I don't think we're suffering attrition right now. Not yet. Alright, we're getting pretty close. Siege of this one has been won. Wow. Man, we're flying now. So this territory needs to be taken. That's not going to be auto-capped. And then we'll send more armies up this way. So the fall of Adrisia is at hand. It's not going to take much longer now. I don't think we can get everything of theirs, but maybe. We'll see. Guess we could in a separate piece, but it might be just too much aggressive expansion. I don't know if we need everything they have. I can start thinking about where to go next. Probably Phrygia. Alright, we're after winning up there. You just see all of these territories being taken pretty much instantly. Cothelus Moscasus, who is a mercenary, has gained Conqueror for his victory holding the fort out here. Feel bad for Crusaira. I always liked having them as a tributary, but until the game gets better mechanics to deal with integrations... You know, I'd kind of like it if there was just even a map mode that changed it to my map color based on who was, like, my tributary. You know, like a satrapy kind of situation. It's like they're mine, I occupy them, I own them. They work for me, but they are technically like an independent state, if you know what I mean. They're their own state. They're not independent, though. That's what I mean. They're subject. It'd be cool, subject map mode. At least then I could get it. I could maybe have roleplayed a little bit harder with having, like, several subjects. And if you, it'd be so cool. I'm going off on such a tangent, but it'd be so cool to be like, okay, we own this city-state, and I have a whole screen of, like, interactions and things I can kind of tell them to do, and that might raise or lower their loyalty. God, there's so much potential in that kind of thing. I don't see any game ever really do that. At least not personally. Alright, let's dance. The Siege of Byzantium is won. Excellent, so that's all good. Let's keep flooding in over that way then. Siege of Skupoi is won. Let's go around that way. We're losing food. We need to get back to our own. Actually, we'll get food here. Stay here. Big battle. Yikes. Hang on. Let's get down there and help. That's a rough one. Seeing the numbers tragically fall out there. We have the wrong tactic. He's on shock by mistake. And the guy has a really good commander skill over him right now. The only hope we have is pulling off one of these armies as well. Come on, we're getting 21,000 arriving. They'll help. Yeah, looks like we have it. Diocletianopoly. A lot of people said it's not Poli, it's Polis. I like saying Poli though. So hopefully people don't mind. It just sounds nicer. But yeah, I know it's Polis. I know now it's Polis. I didn't know before. But I know now it's Polis for Greek towns. Doesn't it sound nicer to say Philippopoli rather than Philippopolis? I think so. Sethapoli, pillaged. After the siege of Sethapoli, Hannibal, Bolassia the Egyptian, let his troops run riot. The young Hannibal. So yeah, do we let this go that he's done that? I think it's fine. I don't want him to lose loyalty. Let it go. So they've really not got much left. There's just these territories here, and then there's that fort left, and that's it. And then that is everything that Adrisia owns. And they're currently exiled. How are they exiled in this territory, though? I don't get it. That is their territory. Might have to send something down to deal with that. Send our ships around to stop them crossing as well. Yeah, I'm not sure how they're... Okay, they're not exiled anymore. It's frustrating. It's a mercenary that came down there. Alright, that siege is won now as well. So we need to rush south and stop them retaking stuff real quick. And that's everything they have. Dardania weren't much of a problem. They never really came back over, which is good. Same with Dalmati. Could push out and just take that back just in case it causes an issue. Alright, 99% on the war goal score thing. I want these guys to be completely overrun before I even think about talking to them, though. Alright, looks like as well we just beat them with sheer numbers, even though they put up a great fight, as seemingly all nations do. In our immediate battles, our first battles. And then we'll have to think of where do we go next. Something else, actually, I just realized what we could do is we could go to war with... Was it these guys? No, it was Nidus. That's it. Nidus are allies with Adrisia. Okay, I've got an idea. Would that break truce, though? I don't know. I think it would. I don't know, though. Might have to hop on the boats and wage that war before we piece these guys out. That might be the case. So let's do that anyway. And then it'll keep us in the war with actually Adrisia even after we piece them out initially, which would be weird. I don't know how that's going to really play itself out. So we actually occupy everything they have right now. Oh no, not this yet. Shit, actually shouldn't have fought that. Oh, looks like we'll win it. Okay, fine. Prosperity. We'll take the stability. Alright, this is the last territory. And that's it. Alright, treatment successful as well, which I'm glad to hear. So I'm going to attempt this and see what happens. We're going to open up a war with Nidus to take Caria Literalis, which calls in Adrisia, who can also call in others. And then we're going to try and piece out Adrisia on the other war, this one. So to piece out Adrisia, we're going to have to see what we can get. We could take everything. Then they won't be calling anybody in. I know, it seems like it's too much. So we don't want that. Do we want all of that, though? I don't know. I might be fine leaving that out. Just going with that. I think that'd be better. So that's 11 aggressive expansion. So they're still in. But that's Adrisia pieced out. That now allows us to talk to Dardania and say, hey, just give us Dalmatian territories. So Dalmatia are gone. Boom! Look at that. So we've now solidified the Mare Adriaticum. And we've then also further enhanced our holdings over the Mare Aegean. So it's really just the Egyptum, if we count this area as being Egyptum, and then the Aegean. That's all we have left. So it's just Phrygia, and we're working on it already. We're taking out Nidus. Pretty good progress. We still got some time on the clock, so let's just keep going. Seeing as we're at war with Nidus now, it's just them. We'll see who they call in. So we're still also at war with Adrisia, right? Or did I? Oh my god. That is... I didn't even mean to do that. But that is pretty gamey. Although it's a mess altogether anyway. But now we're only at war with Nidus. I mean, that's actually pretty nice to know that you can do that. I might have been able to do that then by when I was piecing out Egypt previously by going to war with someone like these guys. Or, where are they? Kos? Yeah. We still have to go to war with Kos, which is going to open up a war with Egypt. Anyway, so we're only at war with Nidus now. So we'll just hop on the... We have the boats. We're just going to pile into here. Turn off that. Turn off that. So before our boy has passed away, he has overseen quite a lot. He's 74, Boods, the Egyptian. He hasn't lost his mind. He just has cancer, unfortunately. But he's now seen... I want to say he oversaw... He certainly helped in the invasion of Libya, but he didn't fully do that. But he connected the land from here. He took all of the territories here. He took all of the territories here. He took that. And now he's also overseeing the operations for all of Illyria, for the connecting tissue between the territories here. Man, I'd love to go through, actually. And maybe I will as a post Let's Play video. Maybe. I don't want to commit to it. So it can end up spiraling the amount of work I do. But it'd be cool to see, like, zoom out and do because I have all the saves and see how the territory grew based on who was leading at the time. That'd be pretty fun. Obviously, for the early days of the Republic, I might just do it like every 5 years or something, because that's how long they were in power for. So every 5 years, territory shifted X amount. Something like that'd be kind of nice to see in terms of a map growing kind of thing. But I don't know. I'd love to be able to recount the history of the whole thing, but it's like that is a huge amount of work. But maybe I want to do it. It's just whether or not it's viable and I have the time. Okay, so we've got mercenary there. This is just the governor army. So governor army can connect up this whole place with roads. I'd like to do that, but this guy can get back on the boats. These armies are free to come back down as well. Send them into Macedon for now. All right, let's go take out Nidus, and once they're done, we should be able to wrap up the episode. And I'll just try and spread out. So we've got Byzantian, which is pretty cool. I'll have to check how the aggressive expansion ain't too good. What's the culture like up here, actually? Macedonian and Hellenic. So not ideal. Obviously, it wasn't going to be Canaanite anyway, but not ideal. What's our conversion rate in Alexandria now? 7% again, despite the aggressive expansion climbing up. Alright, well, we're going to be looking here to see that Canaanite grow. We've got 5 Canaanites here. And if we can get it to be dominant, the culture will then typically go a bit faster. So we could pull in more Canaanites. But they're not the right culture. But anyway, it'll help a little bit. 9 Canaanites. So once that hits 50%, then it should start going a bit faster on the culture side of things. Alright, down to Nidus. Let's protect roads from being conquered. And then, yeah, I think we're pretty much done. Well, we'll have to just continue building the road network, I guess. So let's do that while we're here with one of these armies. Where's the cavalry army, actually? This one. Oh, they're on the boats. Okay. So let's head out to Byzantium and link the roads that way. So Amphipoli, I don't know which one to say now, I'm broken. Has roads leading up to it. So we'll go to those roads and just connect them to Byzantium. Although we're losing... Oh yeah, I went up to high maintenance, didn't I? I guess we'll keep them on it for now. Alright, hate to have to do it. I mean, do they have a fort? They do. Alright. So we're victorious. We killed 1,000 that were standing there. We killed the 5,000 on roads. And now it's just a siege. So now what we can do is stop paying for our forts. Maybe stop paying for our fleet. And tone down the amount we're paying our troops. And now we're making a lot of money again. And that allows us to build our roads. So let's connect up these roads. So here to there. Here to there. That's going to dramatically reduce our money. Alright, but that should get all our roads queued up. And I'm going to go through the episode in between episodes now. Oh, there we go. Pretty fitting as well. I'm going to actually turn off the war music. I think we'll play the sad music because our boy Boods Barca has passed away. So there he is. Boods Barca died from natural causes of cancer, 74. Emperor of the Carthaginian Empire, the second emperor, and he was an excellent emperor. Pretty much had no problems with him. He had great stats, skills, traits, took over and oversaw many invasions. Him and his wife, of course, Isabel. Fathered a healthy line of children to continue the lineage of the empire. What the hell? I just noticed something, actually. His son, Bomilcar, died. That must have happened during the episode. 11th of June 666, died aged 25. He had an inflammation. Is that what he died of? Yeah. Oh, no. I didn't notice. He had 2 children as well. At least he's survived by his kids, even though he was quite young when he passed. But anyways, yeah, so just a really great, one of our really great emperors. Not so stoked on the next one, but Milkaram is going to take charge. Maybe he'll turn things around. But yeah, Boods Barca was pretty great. And his father before him, Himilco, excellent man as well. Oversaw many of the invasions in Italy, Greece, and the first invasions of Egypt. And obviously the mad tyrant mother as well. Whispering in his ear from a young age. So the gods are weeping over the passing of Boods Barca. Let's check our current ruling family skills now. So we have Isabel. Same name as the previous empress. It's consort, but yeah, I guess it is consort. She's abrasive and deceitful, but together they have 6544. So middling skills and stats, but hopefully things have been left in such a good state that things will be pretty straightforward in terms of what they have to do. And they've got 2 kids. Abar, who's actually really pale. Considering the parents there. The skin tone is definitely a little off. So I don't know what's going on there. But she is deceitful after all. Let's not forget. So who knows? Who knows what's going on? Alright, that was our beautiful music for our boy Boods. Alright, let's continue. We'll just wrap up this siege and then check kind of our borders. I'll go in round between episodes. Make sure everyone's got the food they need in the armies. Are we lacking any attrition? No, we're not causing any attrition. So I'm sure everyone's fine. For now. delete some of the excess of forts that we have. But it looks like the next group that we're going to go for is probably Phrygia. Going to be a big one. Nesiotic League, take them out first maybe, although they're a subject, which means we can't really piece them out easily. But Phrygia is going to definitely have to be the next one, because I don't know if we can get everything we need, because it also is this little bit here. And then maybe we'll take a break, go for the Seleucids, and then double back to Phrygia, if it's a problem. And then Kos as well. So, a few more wars to go. Not over yet. And the date is marching ever closer. We are 57, 58 years to endgame. Carnage. Sypax Barkid gained aggressive during his recent war, giving him 9 martial, or recent battle I should say, and that was the battle down here where they sent in some mercenaries that we basically just wiped. We're going to wipe them as well with our other armies. Yeah, so that's an army wiped right there. So those mercenaries are going to leave us the hell alone. Yeah, there we go, just one again. So they're basically just marching between the two territories here and getting killed. What's the deal with these guys? So, what's the deal here? Can they call in? Yeah. Gotta really work out who we can go to war with next. It's nice to see the money flowing in again, though. And the situation with disloyalty. We're now at 3% disloyalty, okay. Gotta keep an eye on that. It's not a nice feeling. We're also converting less the whole time while we have this aggressive expansion. What we could do is lower taxes, but then it's heavy deficit. But that would give us a 1 unrest modifier, -1. So that would help with everyone converting a bit quicker. Because even with people being stationed down here, there's still 3, 4 unrest, you know? Holy crap, look at the amount of people that are flooding in here. It's going to take a long time till they arrive, but it's pretty good. Pretty damn good indeed. You know what? Did I ever build it? The Metropolis. No, I never did. Well, click it now because I'll definitely forget to do that. So our population output is going to be -100%. That's pretty rough. So they're not going to put out anything then, I guess, right? This place makes a good amount of money in commerce. Wow. Alright, well, let's do that. And found the Metropolis. It's a shame. I should have really commissioned that before. Well, let's just say, you know, that Milcarum, it was his father's dying wish that he invest into Carthage and make it a bastion. Make it the seat. Well, what would I call it? Well, really, it is just the center of the empire and the commercial hub of the Mediterranean, you know? So turn it into that kind of trade hub. Metropolis, I guess. 500 pops reside here now. And we have plenty of buildings we could be building here. The beacon of prosperity. Alright, Nidus are defeated. Let's end them. I'm actually going to go through their families on this one and see who we have. Nothing too crazy good, to be honest. We could always do with a good governor, though. He's young enough, 56 and 8 finesse. So that's the Nicoclids. Alright, so we've now made our little foot, and we've kind of put our toe into Asia Minor in multiple respects. So we have here and then here, so that's pretty good. Closing the gap, the pincer on Phrygia. Now all that's left is, it's just Phrygian stuff, right? Phrygia own all of this, they own Miletus, they own the Nesiotic League. It's really Phrygia, Seleucid Empire, Miletus, Nesiotic League, and Kos. That's all. We're down to 5. I guess we could maybe say as well Cyzicus and these ones, but they're also occupied by Phrygia. So it really is the same thing. But let's have a little zoom out and take a look. Looks good. It looks good. I like, from here it doesn't look quite as nice. I guess that way it does. There we go. Looking damn fine. Alright, just got to clean out that yellow border. It's amazing that Phrygia survived this whole time. And Paphlagonia, pretty thick rebellion that emerged and has managed to hold on. Seleucids doing quite well, but they haven't really grown in a while, and they lost their war to Moria, it seems, or at least they exchanged territories. But we can see that they stretch all the way up to those old Bactrian lands, and they stretch all the way out to the Bosporan kingdoms, old territories, as well as down here. So they have that foot in the Mediterranean as well. We're pretty much navally uncontested. I haven't checked them, though, in a while. They've built back up. They're up to 300 ships now. So in terms of naval strength, they are building back up. Might have one more big naval battle with them. Let's commission the shipyards of Isle. I forgot to do that. And then we can construct our new flagship. Now that's going to cost me money. I'll do it. Alright, so that'll be done in a while. We'll get those 5 new heavy ships. And I'll see what else is needed just to finish off the last bits of growth of Numidia. Alright, that is it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. Like I said, apologies for the delay in episodes. Next one should be out on time as we wrap this series up. And just, yeah, thanks for the incredible support. You know, to go almost 40 episodes now and have the same people commenting, same people following along the whole time. It's real nice to see. Alright, and we'll be deciding then what to do in future. Okay, like I said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.